Happy Saturday. This is Sherry from Style Tips with Sherry. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, I am so glad that you're back. And on today's episode, I've got some special guests because today's a really big day. I can't wait to tell you about it. So today we do something that only happens one time a year, and that is that my private VIP style community opened up for registration, and I've got our style squad here who are our volunteer stylists who help in that group. They're here to talk about what they have seen happen over the past year with members of our community. And so I can't wait for you to meet them. Let's go ahead and join them now. I want to say hi to Joy and Charlene, Cheryl, Sally, and Tanya. We are just so excited to talk about this. But hey, you guys, tell me, what have you seen with the women over the past year? So let me see. Sally, why don't you go first?
Okay. One of the things that I've noticed is how their confidence has grown. And an example I can give you is recently one of the members commented that she didn't really have a whole lot of confidence in her appearance and how she put her outfits together. I don't know that she used the word frumpy, but something along that line. And she had recently gone to, I think it was a church event or something, and people, her friends were commenting on how great she looked and that she always looked put together. And her confidence level is just increased so much. And I thought, that's why we do what we do. That's why we love doing what we do, is to help women in that confidence shine in their appearance and in their own skin.
Tanya, tell us, what have you seen happening in the sisterhood this past year?
Well, I have a client friend who I have worked with on some of the different aspects of Fashion Meets Faith, such as their signature style statement, their color code, and the Bod X. And because of the things that we've worked on, and then also it's being reinforced through the different teachings that we get to hear of the different recordings throughout the year, she decided that her confidence had grown as far as appearing with her husband at different events and things like that. And she just decided to continue with the SAS group, the Second Act Sisterhood group. And in order to continue on with this journey of the confidence that had been built, and then also just the great, kind comments and encouragement that she received from this group. So she was very encouraged to be a part of it.
So nice to hear. Cheryl, what about you?
One of the posts recently in the Second Act Sisterhood group was one of the sisters showed some pictures of some things that she had bought when she was shopping. And she had asked, she said, "What do you think? How did I do?" And I happened to respond to her and I said, "You did great. Everything looks good." And she came back to me and said, she said, "I've been shopping for 50 plus years. And I finally realized I didn't know how to do it. I didn't understand what buying on purpose instead of on impulse meant until I've been involved in this sisterhood, in this group." She said, "I used to go into the store and pick things up and think, that's okay. So I bought it." She said, "Now I go into the store and if I pick it up and go, that's okay, I leave it there." She said, it's so confidence building. It's so refreshing to know that she knows what it is she needs, what looks good for her, and what will be the best buy for her. She was thrilled. And I was thrilled that she had come to that place in her knowledge, that now she's only getting things that are good for her.
Charlene, how about you?
Well, recently in a conversation, one of the ladies in the group had shared that she used to go into shops and she would look around and she would see items that she loved, but she didn't, she would just end up with bringing things home that didn't work together. You know, things just didn't seem to fit together. And so what she has learned from the SAS group is what works for her body type, her personal coloring, and her personal style. And she said that she's noticed now when she goes into a store, shopping is so much easier because she's buying for her and what works for her. She also said that those items that catch her eye, like those trendy items that, you know, you sometimes think, oh, would that work for me? When she looks at it and she knows it won't work for her, she has an appreciation for it because she knows it's going to look good on someone else. So she said, you know, I appreciate all of the styles now because of what I understand, but I know what works for me, and I'm very confident when I dress. And she also made the statement that her closet is kind of like her own personal boutique, so to speak, when she goes in there in the mornings.
Joy, how about you?
Well, I was reminded of a statement made by one of the SAS ladies who said that her SAS membership was a gift from her husband. And she said it is one of the best gifts ever, and that it is a gift that keeps on giving. So I thought that was amazing. And she also was thankful for this unique ministry to women. And I think this really is a ministry. And it's not just we minister to women in the Style Squad or in the SAS, but they minister to one another. So I like that. And kind of along those same lines, there's another lady who said she does not look at her SAS membership as an expense, but rather as an investment. And I thought, how true, how very true.
That I love hearing that. And I have to say, for those of you who are considering joining our Second Act Sisterhood membership group, we only open once a year. But I will tell you that one of the greatest blessings is these ladies that you're looking at right here. And there are a couple who aren't on here who are missing today because of prior commitments. But I will tell you that these ladies are your cheerleaders. The reason that the Style Squad got started, and that's who you're looking at, the Style Squad, minus me, but the reason that the Style Squad got started was to be of assistance to those of you in the VIP membership. And these ladies volunteer their time to help you. This is not a paid position. And so as you look at the Style Squad and you think, oh my goodness, they give so much of their time, they must be paid so much. Oh no, they're paid by being blessed because of what they do. They are an amazing group of women. I cannot tell you the prayer warriors that they are, the lifters of people that they are, the encouragers that they are. This team is unbelievable. And so just know that when you come into our community, you've got friends built in right here with our Style Squad, and each one takes a different day of the week. We are really going to be focused on making sure that we're closed on Sundays. We don't have someone who really answers a lot of things on Sundays because that's the Lord's Day. We really want to make sure that we honor the Style Squad's commitment that they have Sunday off, that I have Sunday off, that you have Sunday off. So you don't have to worry that you're missing anything on a Sunday. Occasionally we may post something in there, some information that you need to know, but so when you get back to it. But I am just want to say that this sisterhood is something beyond anything I've ever been a part of in my life because of these women right here. And so as you guys have been talking and thinking, have you thought of anything else? I would love to hear and I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but I'd love to hear just kind of a final word of encouragement to the person who is on the fence. They're just kind of wondering, like, should I really join this? By the way, for those of you who are wondering, the commitment is $167 for the year. Okay, so that comes out to, I don't know, like probably around $15 a month. I'm not really good on math or whatever that is. We also have a monthly payment plan that if you want to pay $17 a month, there is a little interest built in there because we have to pay different things for sort of, you know, but you do get a $47 discount if you pay in full instead of monthly. And then we also have a deluxe plan that if you wanted personal style appointments with me and kind of have me on speed dial up to 5 times a month, we have a deluxe plan for that. And you can see that at checkout. But in general, the most popular package is the 167, the annual membership. And so I want you to give a final word, but I also want you, as each of you give a final word, Tanya, we're going to start with you. I want you to, and you guys got to think off the top of your head. Think of one benefit that they get, like online library. Okay, so as an example, and Tanya, if you want to start with that one, you can. But so, because if people are watching, they may know nothing about this. So Tanya, final word, final benefit.
Okay. Well, you always have access to all the recordings that have been shared during the month, and there's different topics, and so you can go back and do that. One thing off of off of that is that if you're thinking, well, my style is very casual, or I'm retired, or I really am not going anywhere, which might be what you're thinking. You might think, oh, I don't really need this, but I just think it's a great way to be encouraged by women, and also just to up your casual, you know, outfits that you choose too, because we all feel better when we know that we look good and we're presenting our best self, whatever that day might include. So I would just encourage you, in whatever state, whatever age you are, just to take part.
Excellent. All right, Sally, you're up.
For only $167 a year, what have you got to lose? Even just to try it for a year. And as you had mentioned, Sherry, the Style Squad is in there. So it's kind of like you have access to personal stylists for a whole year.
Very true. That's a good one. I like it. Okay, Cheryl.
Well, as Sally said, it's like having access to a personal stylist for at least a year as a member of the SAS, because you can post a question or a picture, and usually within a very short period of time, somebody from the Style Squad is going to respond. But what I've found in looking at the posts is that as this past year has progressed, many of our members have developed such confidence that now they will offer suggestions, they will offer encouragement. And so we have built a community, people who care about each other, people who are willing to help each other. So it doesn't all depend on just the folks that you see here. We offer our expertise, but you've got encouragement from dozens and dozens and dozens of other sisters, other members.
Charlotte.
Well, I was thinking of the relationships that are developed because not only do you have the Style Squad, you also have, you become friends with this group, and we do encourage one another. And I love the fact that we have the faith part of the group. So we're connected in that way also. And I just see women's confidence level just go from this to, from being in this group. So I don't think there's anywhere else that you're going to get the great information that you get in this group for that amount. And so I would say, yes, just try it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Joy, last but not least.
One of the things I wanted to mention too is that not only do you get help about style and encouragement from others about how you dress, but women are always offering just little tidbits of information, like this is a good place to buy eyeglasses, or what is a good, how can I pack my jewelry? And people will offer suggestions for that. And I just found a new product that I love, and they'll share that. And so it's just all the little other tidbits of information interspersed in the group too that are very helpful. And then most importantly, just like everyone else has said, I've just seen people's self-confidence rise. I've seen them gain self-esteem, and people are just so satisfied and happy with who they were created to be. And so it's just an unbelievable opportunity.
And so let me just lay out what a month might look for you in the membership. And so the first week, we give a basic and an advanced fashion lesson. And so if you want to stay at the intro level, the basics, we've got you covered on that. If you want to take it deeper, this year we are offering advanced fashion lessons on the same topic on the basic lesson, but taking it further into an advanced lesson. The second week of the month, and by the way, you don't have to be live with us. Those recordings, after I'm done teaching those, go in your online library, which you all have access to, and we'll teach you what that is and show you about that during orientation, which is on October 4th. And then the second week, we have a strong and savvy faith speaker. Some of you, especially with church this past year, may not even be back to church yet. And so we are here for you, not to replace church, but it is a place to get a spiritual lesson, a faith lesson that is very encouraging. It's very something that women in their second act can relate to. And we really choose our faith speakers carefully and make sure that they are sound biblically, and that we know and trust. We trust them with you. And so that on the third week, we have primetime surprise. So one of the things I used to do in our community was come on and give us a faith lesson that nobody knew what it was, or a fashion lesson that nobody knew what it was going to be. It was kind of like, what's Sherry going to talk about tonight? And some of you said you really missed that. And so because here's the thing, our basic and our advanced lesson, we've got a path that we run you along for the year. And so you always kind of know what, and we put it in your library, what the topic is going to be. Well, primetime surprise, you don't know what it's going to be. I might have a guest. I might talk to you about, who knows what I'm going to talk to you about, but give you a fashion lesson, some research a trend research I had just found out about or something. So that's primetime surprise. And then the last week of the month is our Savvy Successes, which we celebrate you. We look and see who's doing what's happened for the month. Did you post a picture with new eyeglasses? Whatever our topic is for the month, we have our Savvy Successes. And then sometimes there's a fifth Monday of the month, and that is our bonus fun, where we have breakouts together, or we may have regional breakouts headed up by a CIC if there's a group in your area you want to get together. So we've got some things planned like that. We also have a Christmas party where last year we brought in author Katie Reed. She had this amazing Christmas novel. It was called A Very Bavarian Christmas. And we read that together. It was so fun. People were giving, one of our women on our leadership team gave out 17 of those copies to people for Christmas, because it was just so great. I heard from someone yesterday who gave out one of our faith speakers, her book. She gave us Christmas presents. And so we are just here to be a resource for you. We're here to be community for you. And we are here to help you grow in your second act and really know that God did not make a mistake with you in your second act. You're not done, whether you're retired or your kids are empty nest or whatever it is. God is not done with you. You've got purpose, and we help you with your outside to be confident in that. But we also have a lot of inside lessons as well to help you on that. So registration is open until October 2nd, and then we close for a whole other year. And so make sure you click the link that's on this page. We'll also have it in the description below. Make sure you go there. And if you want to get to know these amazing women who are on with me today, the Style Squad, you gotta be in the Second Act Sisterhood. And so thank you, Style Squad members, for being here with us today. And until next week, I hope that I am going to see every single one of you who are watching this today. I hope I see you inside our membership. It's our private VIP style community, and I can't wait to get to know you on a deeper level. Until next time, see you then. Bye-bye.